I am like the pool in the morning dew. I am like the water pouring out from you. I know what it is to feel. Aren't I strong for beauty? Some beauty is good for me. Sensitive. I am going to have a little sensitive Pisces day today. I feel so sensitive all the time, and I'm so sensitive in relationships, and it can be kind of like annoying to be in relationships and be like the one who's feeling more. And I feel like it's always like that for me in a lot of ways, where I just feel things and I just speak them out, and I'm still finding like the people in my life to reciprocate that with me. And yeah, I don't know, I think like I'm just choosing to see how sweet and powerful having a really open heart is. And everyone works in their own pace and everyone has their own comforts, but I just feel like it's so like radical in life just to be like, this is exactly what's on my heart. That was my car. But like, just to be so like, it is radical just to say like, I love this much and I care this much and I feel this much, and this is exactly what's on my heart. This is what I'm feeling in this moment. And yeah, it makes me very sensitive, and I'm really sensitive to when people don't say exactly what's on their heart. And because I think I feel it, like I feel what they're feeling, that I'm just like, just put it into words and let me know. But yeah, it's also like no one should ever be rushed to share their feelings, and there's also like the teaching point for me of the patience of like feeling sharing. But I'm also like, there is no time in life to not say what you mean and how you feel, because life is so special and sacred that we should just all say how we feel. And that's all I have to say right now. There's no point in trying to rush a conclusion to something in your heart. I feel spring coming, and it's making me so happy and giving me a sense of clarity internally that I've needed for a while. Just a like satisfaction with the day, basically. And so I give love to that part of me that didn't find the people who I could share feelings with without it being a threat. And when I trust my vulnerabilities, I contain magnitudes. When I trust my vulnerabilities, I allow all parts of me to be seen. And I have that fear, and can have that fear. It's not always. Fears change. But because of that past, I get scared that my feelings will be used against me, or my feelings will not be respected, or I will be blamed for having my own experience in life with people. I feel like I've gotten used to meeting demons rather than angels, and I want that to change, and it has, and I think I always meet angels. I always meet an angel. I feel that demons are really just our fears personified. We really are in like a cosmic video game. We're just finding the roots and codes to everything, learning our own personal codings through our external experiences. And maybe that's like viewing everything as non-dual, as one. How do you have a casual relationship when you're experiencing non-duality between your experience with them? Learning just to be brave, to share my internal knowings as teachers. There's so many like paradoxes in life. I feel like my mind and my heart are having like not a battle and not a conflict, but remembering to check in with each other, remembering to notice, just to bring an awareness when my mind is trying to override somebody, like, you know, just like say, oh, they're just kind of like that, well, that's it. But it's like, I don't know that. I don't know them. Everybody is a multitude of something. And as easily as I could paint somebody in a two-dimensional sense, somebody can do that to me. And neither of us would be right. And so it's like bringing that judgment, that critical thinking to my heart, where my heart just has compassion. My mind doesn't need to know, you know. Like we're built of paradoxes and a non-duality and union. I'm watching the river flow right now. And everything is just symbiotic. Just the waves, the tides, current, all moving in union. Just letting it be. Let it be. I let it all just be. Okay. making salmon and gonna eat it. Like, what else? You know what I mean? It's always funny whenever I'm like house sitting or something, and I'm just like, what is your spice routine? How do you organize your kitchen? I feel like for me, I'm very specific about my kitchen. I'm Italian. I need my olive oil on the counter. I need my seasonings on the counter. And some people like to keep it very tucked away. And it's like, to me, I find that very like classic American living, like just kind of having stuff tucked away. Yeah, so I'm always just like, what do you have going on in your kitchen, my love? Oh, scavenger hunt. We got our basic garlic salt, bellissima, little dash of that. And then I also scavenge some pad thai, frozen pad thai, so we're gonna do that too. But just defrosting these and some butter, some water, honestly, so it's like the best way to do it, in my opinion. When I was in Washington State last summer, you could buy salmon for like $4. That's kind of crazy. If you can't be weird on the internet, where can you be weird? Yeah? Where can you be weird? I'm making this little brain dump of all the things I want to have happen, just things I'm like desiring. And it's not that organized, but I just feel so self-reflective right now, like, and I think it's part of almost like a quarter-life crisis. Like, I turned 24 in a month, and I feel like I'm just able to like see where my life is going clearer and who I am and what I'm doing. And I just feel so spontaneous a lot, and like things just kind of come to me very quickly, and I usually make them happen. And yeah, I think I've just been feeling really anxious. I feel a lot less anxious after kind of settling this onto paper. But I was just kind of sitting here talking to myself about like my astrology in some way, which I think is kind of funny, but so my moon sign is in Gemini, and I was just saying like the sun is like what you see in the light of day, and I'm in Aries, and yeah, but like, so my moon is in Gemini, and I feel like that is where I go to most. And for me, it comes out in just having like anxiety about decisions and trying to figure out what I want to do. And then I like will feel so deeply about the things that I want. And then I just like, I'm still working through this kind of scarcity mindset of like feeling like things can't happen for me. And I just have to change that. Like, I just have to accept that things are happening for me and that things are going my way. Even when I can't see it, or even when I don't really know what it is, like spending time just to like write out my life desires and my life goals And a lot of it honestly just has to do with my career, like where my career is taking me, learning how to be an active participant in my own story. It's just like destiny feels so big and strong for me, and I feel such deep pulls to certain places on the earth and what they will bring for me in my lifespan, and like how they relate to my life energy. I'm just like in deep acceptance of a life path that I am on that is unfolding for me in constant waves, and that I'm like centering and grounding in my life, and with myself, and having a little bit less attachment to the externals and what they mean for me. Like, I think growing up, I would feel so just that deep feeling of like, I don't know what I want or what I'm doing. And when I first moved here, I moved here to go to college, and I just kind of accepted with myself that those years of my life that I'm kind of like, I've now exited that period. This is when I think I'm like kind of going into quarter life crisis, because you know, I moved to this area when I was 19. I started going to college. Eventually I dropped out like twice. I made a lot of friends, developed really strong bonds with people I really cared about, and transformed all of that. Like, I'm not in those relationships anymore. I don't have that same mindset. But in the past like 4 years, I kind of recognized that I needed to just kind of be young and aimless. And I did that. And now I feel very much a direction and a purpose, and I do not feel as aimless. And I think I'm just like growing into that person. Like, life is just literally about growing and becoming who you're supposed to be, and like where you are in life, and just accepting like the generosities of abundance around you to help you be who you are. And like, I just feel super uncomfortable right now because I do feel like I'm in a limbo of like my next step, and my next step is becoming a lot more clear to me, and I just kind of have to like ride the wave. Like, as silly as that sounds, I'm literally just riding the wave of myself. Like, it's literally just myself. And I'm literally, it's like I live such a funny life where like I find myself, and I think this is like just part of a familial system that I'm working through, like conditionings, whether it's from subconscious like DNA being passed on to me, but it's like I'm literally in a home right now that I'm getting paid to be in, and it's helping me pay for just, or not even pay, it's just helping me gather some moolah or whatever. But it's like the duality of projection, where there's like what you see is what I believe to be, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like my bank account doesn't always reflect the privileges and abundance that I find myself amongst a lot. And yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just like being accepting of the privilege that is around me, that I carry. And you know, it's like it never is exactly the picture it may seem, but I don't know, I think like learning to enjoy what is offered to you in the times that it is offered. Yeah, I don't know if that made sense in the ways that I meant it to be, but I think I'm also just still finding like this flow of life that I can't go back to the same house that I once lived in. I can't go back to the same people or routines. Like I can only go forward, and being 24, like I'm excited to be in my later 20s, like mid-20s, like just having a grounded sense of self, a grounded sense of being in the world. And I simultaneously feel all of this energy building to just like do things. Building my business is so fulfilling right now, and it is something that I literally have like 23 followers on Instagram, but sometimes I make reels that get like almost 1,000 views or something, and sometimes I don't. I've been in like a little lower spike lately, or a plateau, and I just like can't put that much weight on that stuff either. Life is just like I said, like I'm on my destiny, and as much as it comes from me, it also is like gifted to me at the same time. Also like having a Gemini moon, like I really see a lot of visual things very clearly. Also my Mercury sign is in Pisces, and it's Pisces season right now, so like dreams and visualizations and things like that, like sometimes I articulate myself better through like a picture in my head that can only be picked up through telepathy, I guess, but I just have a lot of like dreams and visions coming to right now, and I do feel uncomfortable because I think I just have to like come forward with myself and accept that like things are changing, and it might not go exactly the way that I planned it out to be, but I can't predict the future, and I can't predict my own future. I can just follow my path, and that is my journey, following my path. So while I'm here in this home, I'm just going to really do some inner deep dives and experience the bliss of life. So that's all you can do. I make YouTube videos. I need to stretch my body. Better not catch not one of y'all slipping when a real bitch speaks. To be pulled under is the tide. To be pulled under is the tide.